All right, guys. What you guys are going to do, you're going to go click on Intellij IDEA. You guys are going to start using that for your projects. So I'm going to walk you through initial setup. So go ahead and click on that, and then while you're waiting for it to load, I want you to open up, now I'm using my documents folder, but I want you to open up your H drive. So that's your virtual drive. And you guys are going to create a project folder. So go to that drive, right click, go to new, go to folder, and just put advanced programming projects. All right, click enter. Drill down into that, and you're going to create a project. So you're going to go to new, you're going to go to folder, and I want you to create one. We're going to call it class. We're using camel humps. Class structure. Click enter. And then when IntelliJ loads up to this, you guys are going to click create new project. We're going to leave this the same. You're not making any changes on that. You're not making any changes on this right now. The project SDK, you guys are going to have to select that. The way that you guys can find it on your computers is to go to new, and you're going to end up having to get into the program files. Click the program files drop down, go to Java, and you are selecting a JDK, Java Development Kit. We want this one right here. Whatever is the newest version of your JDK that you have, that's the one you're going to select, and you're going to go ahead and hit OK. All right. I already have mine, so I'm just going to leave it. This is my version. Once you have that selected, you click next. Okay. Now this, we can select that, and it's going to make the first class going to be the main class. We can have that selected, and it's just going to create a class called main with a main method in it. Go ahead and click finish. This one we're going to call it class structure, same as how we named the folder. Now we want to make sure that we have that right project location. If it's not, you guys are going to go in here and you're going to find it. So I have mine in my documents because I'm at home right now. So you're going to go into documents, advanced programming projects, class structure. So you guys is going to be in H drive or the Z drive, your virtual drive, advanced programming projects, class structure. Okay. The base package, you're going to change it to com.lickingheights and just leave it that, and you're going to go ahead and click finish. It's going to go ahead and extract everything and load it. It's going to index the files, which is going to take a little bit. All right, so now here is our structure. It's a little bit different from Eclipse from what you're used to. IntelliJ automatically saves your code, so you don't have to worry about saving, but it's still good practice. You just hit Control S or save all in the file. There is ways that you can export stuff. If you go to settings, you can change the look if it didn't bring up and give you the option. Okay, I'm using Darkula. You guys could go ahead and click on the appearance and go to theme, and you could change it to IntelliJ, and then that's the white background. So it depends on what you like programming in. Okay, you have a couple other options that you guys can select. We are going to be getting into version control soon, so that's going to be fun. All right, in editor, you can click on general, and you can see options that you want, and font. You can change the size of the font so that it's a little bit bigger if you feel that it's hard to read. Most of the time right now, you guys should be spending most of your time in font and appearance but eventually you guys will be looking into, you know, if you wanted to select for spelling and different things, version control, all of that fun stuff. All right, so we can go ahead and if we make a change, we hit OK. Edit. Of course, you can undo and redo stuff. You can paste. You can view different areas. You can navigate your code. You're going to spend some time in here in the Code tab. This allows you to create and generate code like getters and setters, to implement our override methods, which we're going to get into, to surround code with certain blocks like the try-catch block and stuff like that. Right now, though, you guys are going to probably spend some time with the auto indent lines. You want it to be formatted correctly. Okay. The other areas that you guys are going to spend time in is refactoring. We are going to do some refactoring so you guys can see how that works. And run. So we have our normal run. We have our debug. So just doing a quick hello world so we can see what that looks like. System, and we can actually system dot out dot. It's going to start doing code completion for us. Print line based on what it thinks makes the most sense. Hello world. I could go ahead and run this, and it's going to run on my screen. All right, see there it's running. Okay. Okay, all right, so you guys are going to, let me just walk through creating a class again. So inside of our base package, we're going to go ahead and create another one. So we can, just so you guys can see, file new, I can create a class either this way, or I can right click right here and go to new Java class. And this one, let's just call it car because it's what we were talking about, car. Go ahead and hit OK. Here's my car. Inside of this, I'm going to put a couple methods. So let's say private int doors, private int wheels. All right, just so you have an idea. Now, I can do a couple things using the code generator. We do need to build a constructor, and we need to do some getters. So I'm going to go to code, I'm going to go to generate, and I'm going to do a constructor. I want a constructor that I am inputting the doors and wheels. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. This is where we can see this, because when I am creating an object using a template, it needs to refer to the object that I'm creating what the two instance variables would be. That's what we're referring to. The doors of this car we're assigning as whatever this is. The wheels of this car is what we're assigning right here. Okay. Now we're going to do some getters. So we can either click code and generate, or we can click alt where we want it, alt and insert, and we can go to getters, and then we can just hold control and select what we want. Bam. Now it's just done two methods for us. One that's going to return the number of doors, one that's going to return the number of wheels. Okay, so we keep everything about the car encapsulated within that class. In my main class, the issue that I had yesterday was because, or not yesterday, Friday, was because I was trying to assign a class. from a static field. And so when I try to do something inside of main, which is static, even though this class is main, it was causing me issues. Okay, so there's a couple ways around it. One, I could create an instance of the actual class because this happens before this class is created. So if I wanted this to hold the reference to the car, then I need to create a main. So I need to do a new main. Okay, and then I should be able to go car equals new car and put my data down. Now, what it's saying is that a non-static field cannot be referenced from a static context. It's the same issue. So if I want that to belong where I can still reference it, I can reference this way. And I could have this as created in there. And then I can refer to, so let's say we're doing another system.out, system.out.println. See how it's kind of completing it for me? I'm going to say this car has car dot get wheels plus space wheels. Okay, so now if I'm printing, I have my hello world. Oh, I really don't need that. And then I'm going to be referencing the car. I'm referencing the object that I just created and its wheels. So now we run this. This car has 4 doors. I have encapsulated the information. The only thing that's out is me using a constructor to create the car, and everything else happens inside of this. Okay, so that is how we would create a class in here. You guys are just going to use the base package for now. I will have another video explaining what you guys are going to be doing as your initial project for doing class structure. Okay, when you want to close, it will be fine to just click close. If you are unsure and you want to make sure that it saves, you can go ahead and click save all. So just close it. Yep, I want to exit. Bam, that's it. Okay.